are going to work on some glue book stuff because I watched a video recently that I found inspiring, and I've got lots of stuff hanging around that I'm not using, and it's about time I change that, isn't it? And this seems like a really fun way to do it. So the video I saw, the person took different images and die cut or punch them into shapes that look like postage stamps. Now, I have these dies that work with my Big Kick that are postage stamp dies. I will link them in the video description. I'm using 6 different sizes. He used all the same size, but I'm not doing that. I went through my collection of clippings, images, painting papers, all the stuff, and I pulled out a bunch of things that I have been die cutting. You could do any shape. You could use punches if you have, I don't have that many punches left, but you could do punches, you could use dies, you could hand cut them with scissors. Hang on. All right, so I took some plastic I had here in the art room. I think it's like dollar store cutting mats. It's just thin plastic. I cut it into shapes that are about the same size, similar size as my dies. Now, my idea is if I really like doing this, it's probably going to be something that I want to grab one of these and a glue stick or some tape runner. And when we go out of town or something, I'm going to want to take it with me. And in the evening when we're relaxing in our hotel room, cutting some shapes and putting them in here. I'm not dragging the whole Sizzix with me. That's insane. But I thought if I have a shape that works, let me see if I can find a scrap. Yep, there's a scrap of paper. Okay. If I find a shape that works, and I have a few different sizes, just like the dies, and then I have some of the Fisker, these are actually the kids' version of these scissors that do different shapes. That one's actually postage stamp. Let's try it. And then just go around the outside of the plastic shape. Hold the two together. And then you have that. That works just great. So there's always different ways you can do this. I like the idea of having these little templates and the scissors with me, and they fit in my drawing bag that I usually bring with me when I go somewhere. And the whole bag is not very big. So I'm going to put these back on here so I don't lose one. And then we are going to, got a giant stack of papers in front of me. Okay. And I'm going to finish doing my die cutting, and I'll be back. Hi guys. All right, so now we've got all our pieces punched, and I actually sorted them in this tray that I already had, and there's some stickers and some die cuts from like a million years ago in the center. I also have my box of words off that way and some word stickers you can see right here. Now you can stick everything down like you would in a normal glue book. You could use actual glue, you could use a glue stick. I happen to have one of these, and I haven't used it in a long time. So we're gonna try turning these into stickers and see what happens. All right, so, and then we're gonna try using it, and if I don't like it, maybe it needs to go away. I don't need to hang on to things for eternity. Now you can select your images. You can choose them at random, whatever works for you. I almost always add words to my art, especially the art journaling, because art is my way of doing self-therapy. So I always put words, which is why I have a giant box of words. So we will be doing that today. You could, if you're doing this, and I might do this in the future, as a vacation glue book, where you collect little bits and bobs while you're on vacation, and either while you're on vacation or when you get back, then you cut them and add them to your book, and then you could write around them. I will probably, I don't know, I might try, that one went down crooked, that's okay. I might try that the next time we go out of town for something. Okay, and I want to put this eyeball right in the middle. And you could do, I said in the earlier clip, you could do any shape. Punch a bunch of shapes, have them in a tray or in a box, and then the next time you want to do your glue book, grab them. Oh, I like that. And when I was putting this together and setting up, this just fell out of the box. I don't know why, it just did. It is fabric that you can put through your printer, and it does still have the backing paper on it, but I'm gonna just leave it, and I want to put it on here where, I think right there. Okay, we're gonna maybe run this through here too, because why not? Now, of course, if you're doing this and you're on vacation, you're out of town, you wouldn't take your sticker maker with you. You would use glue. Ah, look at that. I like that. You don't even have to add anything else to it, but since I set this page up, I've wanted to do this. There we go. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to turn on some YouTube and listen to a video and fast forward, and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I can tell you right now, I really enjoy this, and a few minutes I've been sitting here filming this, I've done a few pages. I really like it. This is a really great way to not only use up your supplies, but to do some glue booking or art journaling. I really like that. Junk journaling, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Okay, this clip is for the glue book video. One of the problems I was having with this process was using the sticker maker little machine. You get some sticky residue around the outside edges of the pieces of paper, and it was kind of driving me crazy. But I figured it out. There was no amount of rubbing or going over it with the backing paper that could remove the residue. But if you take a little bit of cornstarch and a fluffy brush, and I mean a very little bit, do a very light dusting over the page and really rub it in with the brush, it gets rid of the sticky. It worked. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy the process. Anyway, I hope it gives you some ideas of what you can do, something a little different with your glue books and your junk journals. I'm going to, again, link the videos that I got inspired to do this with down in the description below. Please go over and like, share, and subscribe. I will keep working in this, and yeah, this is something I'll be probably taking with me when we go to town too. I like this. So anyway, all right, that's it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Above all, go out and do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.